Honorable Chief Guest of the Day, former Vice-Chancellor, DCR University of Science and Technology, Murthal, Sonipat, values. To that, I would put a counter question: why is 1 plus 0 equal to 1? Is it an evolved truth or is it an invented truth? 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. It is an axiom. It is axiomatically laid, and we are not supposed to question why one values. To that, I would put a counter question: why is 1 plus 0 equal to 1? Is it an evolved truth or is it an invented truth? 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. It is an axiom. It is axiomatically laid, and we are not supposed to question why one.
Thank you, sir. I'd once again like to welcome and invite our Honorable Chief Guest and Speaker, Colonel Honorable Professor Dr. Rahendrakumar Anayath, who is a proud teacher and has a deep passion for teaching. Sir has held the position of Vice-Chancellor of Deenbandhu Choturam University of Science and Technology in Sonipat consequently twice. In February 2020, the Government of India granted him the honorary colonel rank. Later, considering his unparalleled contribution to academia, research and administration, he was appointed as the Vice-Chancellor of TRICAST. Sir is a proponent of new industrial convergence theory and has widely traveled around the globe for education, research, seminars, conferences and tie-ups. Sir is a highly reputed researcher and academician in the field of print and media technology. Based on his contribution to the global graphic arts industry, Printing Industry of America conferred its most coveted Global Academic Excellence Award in Chicago in the year 2011. Sir has also been awarded Dada Saheb Phalke Award by the Indian print and media industry, among many other awards. Sir, words would fall short to describe your contribution towards the nation. We would welcome you, sir. Please.
A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and my student friends. I was here almost a month ago on September 5th, I think, on the Teachers' Day. And I was also conferred an award from here, a Lifetime Achievement Award from the PIET Management. So let me also add that and thank the team of PIET for considering me for that and bringing me here on September 5th. I also like the usage of Professor Saini, who was my colleague before. We worked together almost 6 years. He told the former Vice Chancellor. That's the right usage, not ex-Vice Chancellor. Because ex is more of you are finishing your work. Former can further go somewhere. There's an opportunity still kept it open. So I also prefer to call myself as a former Vice Chancellor. It's okay, it's a usage of a language. That's all. I have my colleagues, Professor Damija is here. We also worked together 12-13 years ago in TIT Devani, and also many of my other colleagues whom I know well. I am not naming all of you, but you are equally respectable. My humble pranam to each one of you, including all the students who are converged here to listen to me today. Um, when I was asked to deliver a speech on this particular topic, I was also thinking what I should speak to you. Reason being, India is a versatile country where we have different kinds and classes of people. Indira Gandhi has written a book called Perennial India. If you read the Perennial India, it's very interesting. She says India is a cross-section of the whole world. If you travel from the extreme south of Kerala, Rahendrakumar Anayath to Kashmir, along the way you have places where you have minus 50 degree temperature and plus 50 degree temperature. And you also see people, various, in appearance, various types of people you will see, a cross section of the world. You will see African kind of people, you will see typical Asians, you will see European style people, you will see Mongolians. There is no country have such a mixture like what we have. So that is the perenniality what Indiraji was speaking in that. Also, the travel time from the extreme point, maybe from Trivandrum to Kashmir if you want to go, the flight will take more than 4.5 hours. If you travel 4.5 hours, the entire Europe will finish. So that's the kind of beauty what we have. That's the kind of country where we are born. So we are lucky to be here. If you want to see the entire world, make a complete Bharat Darshan. If you do a complete Bharat Darshan, you will get the complete experience of the world. So we need to be proud of this nation. We need to be proud of this place because we have n number of religions. We have 370 plus languages, different dialects. Still we are all united because of something else. That is the beauty and that is what makes Bharat Bharat. That's the reason. When China wanted to unite the entire China, they had to spread Mandarin as the common way of communication, no other option. We never tried to do such things. We still talk about 3 languages in education also and everywhere. We are comfortable with the varieties of languages. We have lot of Shrestha Bhashas. Our currency itself is printed with more than 15 plus languages. So this is what makes India that unity in diversity. We respect every religion. We embrace every religion here. Lot of religions formed here. Even now something new comes, we will embrace them. We will take them. That's the way Bharat is existing. That is why we call ourselves as Sanatan. Sanatan means eternal. The eternal nature of Bharat is only because of this. There is no birth date. Anything which is a birth date will have a death date. So, when it was started, no one knows it. So, we don't have any birth date, so we don't have any death date. So, the dharma what we follow here, when I use the word dharma, don't think I am trying to talk about a religion. No. It includes all the religions like maybe Islam, Christianity, Parsiism, then Zoroastrianism, Hinduism, whatever you call it, n number of religions, whatever available here, all these are equally practiced in our country. So with that background, I just want to get into my speech. We have a very interesting Vedic declaration on those days. Those days the so-called Hinduism was not there. Okay, it's not called Hinduism. This word came Hindutva or Hinduism, which came very recently. That time, the kind of people who lived here, they 4,000 years ago, they made a beautiful Vedic declaration. It starts like this. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Purnam means what is whole is whole. W-H-O-L-E, whole, complete. When you add whole into whole, whole remains as whole. When you subtract whole out of whole remains as whole. Infinite cannot be defined in that way. Arithmetically, defining infinity is very difficult. So if you cannot define infinity or wholeness as it is, it means it can exist in infinite manifestations. That is the beauty of our first concept. That is why in Bharat, when we see a monkey, we will see Hanumanji in that. When you see a cow, you may see God in that. Because we consider every creature in this universe has some godliness in us. Like you and me, and even this podium where I am standing, where you think this has no life, but we still consider this has some godliness in us. Because if you try to disintegrate this, even this podium and me, you go to the minutest level of this, you will reach to the same atom. Same atom is composed and all these are made. That is the oneness in all of us. That is why we say Tattvam Asi, Tattvam Asi. In the sense, I am you, you are me. So this is the way we think fundamentally. Now to come to the point of discussion today, I want to take you to a very interesting lecture what my Guruji, Dr. Swami Chinmayananda, delivered in 1991, almost 1991 in Mumbai. He delivered a lecture called Value-Based Management for CEOs of various companies. So I can see many of these youngsters who are sitting in front of me, but 99% of the audience sitting in front of me are all the youngsters, and you will become a CEO or an owner or an entrepreneur in the coming times. So I assume that you are all dynamic managers who are willing to take up challenges in your life. When I say taking challenges or meeting challenges is not an option in your life. The challenges will come to you one after the other. It is freely given. The day you are born, till you are at the graveyard, every day from the morning till evening, even when you are sleeping, some challenges will come to you. But these challenges will come to you in different forms. Different forms it comes. What makes us different is how successful we are in meeting these challenges and addressing these challenges. So, in a better language I can say, the purpose of the life is nothing but meeting the challenges at the right time with the right solution. This is the essence of life, and this is the way we need to complete our lifespan. This is very clear. So in Swamiji's time, I remember in 91, he spoke like 3 different kinds of challenges which comes to all of us. Fundamentally, a challenge comes to you like a simple situation. It comes to you as a simple situation. And the situation will become slowly a problem. And this problem will become an issue. An issue will become a crisis. These are the 4 levels of challenges what Swamiji projected on those days. I remember because I attended the program not on that day but later. The content I attended, so I know it. So there it ends. So I want to begin from there. When I just in a blank statement, when I say situation, problem, issue, crisis, it is difficult for you to understand what it is. So I want to add one more dimension to that what I call it as terror is a terrorism. The next, if you try to project a trajectory of this after this crisis, it will go to the terror. This is the situation where we are living. I'll tell you how this happens. To make you understand in a simple example, I can tell you. You are in Panipat city now, and you are very hungry. More than hungry, it is the extreme summer, scorching sun. You want to escape from this scorching sun. The best way is what? Find out an AC restaurant nearby and get into that. So you took your friend together and you entered a restaurant. It was a South Indian restaurant. Think like that. I was also born in South, so and I just want to tell like that. You enter there, and after entering, your intention is not just to eat. Your intention is to escape from the heat. So, H had it before eat. So just to control some heat, you are inside the restaurant. And you took the menu card, you have went through. But your idea is to spend your time, some more time, and get comfortable in the restaurant itself. So after sitting some time, you took the menu card, you make an order for a masala dosa. So there's an item called masala dosa. You ordered for a masala dosa. So masala dosa ordered, and you sat there, you had a glass of water. But immediately after that, you realized, because gents like us, we have a habit of, now we touch for the phone. Every time you look for the phone. If you don't have a phone, you are handicapped. I can leave my wife at home and come, but if I forget my mobile, I am finished. My whole day is gone. This is true with each one of you, not only me alone. Anything you can leave at home and come, but not this mobile. So we have a habit after sitting in the hotel, you just tap your bag in your wallet, check for your wallet and mobile, it's not there. So what can you do? You have no wallet, no card, no mobile, you can't do Google Pay, you can't do Paytm, you can't do anything. But you can do one thing. You have created a situation now. Okay. What you have done, you have created a situation. Because for which you are responsible. You give an order for a masala dosa and you realize you are not carrying anything with you. But still you have a solution. What you should do, you call that bearer here back, that captain in the hotel and tell, Bhaiya, I am sorry, I am not carrying my mobile, मेरा order cancel कर. Cancel कर सकता है. Email cancel. Okay. ऐसा cancel हो गया, ऐसा सोचो. उसके बाद अभी next level, ये पहले मैंने बोला उसका नाम है एक situation, simple situation. उसके बाद क्या हो गया, आप order दिया, वो order execute हो गया. वो डोसा बनाया, nicely lips packing डोसा is coming to you. उस टाइम आपने टच करके देखा मोबाइल है क्या वैलेट है क्या, दोनों नहीं था. अभी क्या हो गया, now you are responsible for that dosa which is coming because the order was placed by you. You have no other option. Still you can manage. You can tell the bearer, I am sorry भैया मेरे पास ये नहीं है, कोई दूसरा मसाला डोसा ऑर्डर है तो उसको दे. So you can escape from that situation. This is one of the other opportunity what you can. लेकिन second time क्या हो गया, वो simple situation को आपने एक problem बना दिया अपने आप, because you were not ready. You didn't address it properly. You were not prepared well at that time. So you made it a problem. Still you managed it. Now let us take the next step. You have ordered the dosa. The dosa has come to you. It is on your table. You took one piece of the masala dosa and tasted. After that tasting of the first bit of masala dosa, you tapped your back and checked and realized no mobile, no wallet. What you will do? Now the problem has become an issue. Because why? Masala is already started eating. Now you are completely responsible for that. No other hope. You have to pay the money. So you created an issue. But still you can manage it. How you will manage? You have a costly watch with you. You have a gold chain with you. You went to the counter and told them, please keep this watch here. मैं वापस आएंगे पैसा दे देंगे उस समय दे दो. Still you can manage somehow. But the position was same. Look at the position from where we started. We started as a simple situation. Then it converted to a problem, then into an issue. Now let us go to the next level. It is called the next level is the crisis level. You place the order. The dosa has come. The dosa has come. And you started, no, I have a water bottle. No, I was just getting a sneeze. So, dosa has come and you did the first bite. After tasting the first bite, you called the bearer and started shouting it. अरे साले ये क्या डोसा है, मैं तुम्हें मसाला डोसा बोले ये क्या बनाया, उत्तपम में क्या टेस्टी अलग है, मसाला डोसा बोले ये बनाया वो बनाया, you started shouting at it and you started eating. So you can imagine the face and the mind of that bearer and the manager sitting on the counter. And after all these fights, you tapped your back and realized no mobile, no wallet. What is it called now? Crisis हो गया. अभी crisis हो गया. It was a simple situation. You only converted into a problem. You only converted into an issue. You only converted into a crisis. So when Swamiji was delivering this lecture, he stopped it there. But I projected one more dimension into that, and that dimension is called terror. After the crisis, next is called the terror. Let us take the same example. You had the dosa, you ordered it, you started eating, you shouted at everyone, left and right. After that, you very well know that you don't have money, you don't have mobile, or even if you have, you are not ready to pay. You don't go to hell. If you can collect the money. I don't care. इसको बताता है terror, the next level. So, when you take the whole trajectory, I want to connect it to our own life, what happened in India or in the whole world. Somewhere in 1970s, somewhere in the 1970s or in the 60s last, for us Kashmir was a simple situation. Okay, Kashmir was a simple situation. Middle East was a situation. And what happened, when the situation started, we left it very lethargic. We thought we will address it later. And after some time, middle of 70s, around 75, Middle East has become a problem. Kashmir has become a problem. Slowly, we converted it into a problem. Even at the stages of problem, we never addressed it. Continue. At the end of 70s, it has become an issue. You look at the newspaper titles on those days. I'm sure my colleagues of my age must be remembering. In 70s, they were writing, Kashmir situation is bad. Then that word was not sufficient. Then it became, Kashmir has become a problem. Kashmir issue to be addressed. In 90s, it has become, 80s, it has become an issue. And end of 80s, it has become, Kashmir is a crisis. The crisis in Kashmir to be addressed. But have you ever thought who is responsible for that? It's responsible we ourselves. Reason being, when a challenge has come to you, that is the right time you have to address it. If you don't address it at that time, these changes will happen. For example, microphone, whatever it is I have in my hand, this is not so heavy. This mic is not so heavy, maybe 300 grams, I don't know. If I hold it like this, there is no problem, I can hold it. But imagine if I hold it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, what will happen? This will give lot of pressure to my hand, and after some time, if I continue with another half an hour, numbness will start coming to my hand. Maybe I may reach a stage after half an hour or 1 hour, I may have to unmute because I may have a frozen shoulder after some time. Reason is what? When I started holding it was a simple situation. I converted to a problem, then an issue and a crisis and so on. Because weight is same, hand is same, everything is possible, but there is a time frame for all this to solve it. If I am not intelligent enough to solve it at the right time, any small thing can become a big issue. This happens in life. मैं ये बच्चों को भी ये बताता हूँ. मैं आपको एक छोटा दूसरा स्टोरी बताएंगे. आप सुना भी होगा. There was a Buddha sannyasi, I can say, a monk, Buddhist monk. He had 4 disciples. So every day they moved from one village to other village. And one day they had a lecture on celibacy. Why you should keep your celibacy, what is the purpose for a sannyasi. All these lectures this Buddhist monk was giving. And that day he told, because this was basically male disciples, not female disciples. So the sannyasi told the disciples, when you see beautiful girls or women or anyone, you should not look at them, don't touch them, don't think of them, because you have to keep your celibacy. All these things he was teaching them. And that day the lecture is over, it's okay. That day lecture is over, and they were moving from that village to next village. So while moving, they had to cross a small river. While crossing the river, suddenly flood came. And when the flood came, they saw a beautiful lady. She was also walking in front of her. And she started drowning. No other option. So nobody was doing anything. This Buddhist monk plunged into the water and lifted her up into his shoulders and swam across the river and saved her on the other side of the river and left her on the banks of the river. And she was almost naked at that time. So the disciples were looking from backside and they felt very embarrassed, and all this is over. That day is gone. Next day when they started the class, out of the few students, one student was not able to focus on what this Guru is teaching, because his mind was in something else. So his focus was in something else. But Guru noticed it. He didn't say anything. And that day evening also, he was not able to focus or concentrate. So he asked him, what happened to you? What is the problem? He told nothing. No, you tell me. I know you are disturbed. What is it? So he told, गुरुजी आपने बोला था कल ये सेलिबसी का इम्पोर्टेंस क्या है, ये ब्यूटीफुल लेडीज को ऐसा देखने का नहीं, बस आपने एक नेकेड लेडी को ही लिफ्ट करके स्विमिंग किया, क्या बात है, ऐसा कैसे कर सकते? After listening this, the Buddhist monk answered him back in a single sentence, spontaneously. Bete, the difference is, I left her immediately after crossing the river. You are still carrying her. Look at me, what I am telling. I left her immediately after crossing the river, but you are still carrying her. This happens to many of you. I am telling this, giving this advice to all these beautiful boys and girls sitting in front of me. There are many things which will trouble you, which will disturb you. If something which cannot add any value to you, just leave it at that state. Don't carry it. If you carry it with you, it will spoil your mind, it will spoil your body, it will spoil your life. Just like holding this microphone mic, what I am telling, it can spoil my hand. Same way, this unwanted, non-value adding feelings which you carry in your mind will disturb and spoil your life. Leave it there itself. Suppose you have less performance in some examination. Forget it. It is over. Now you think, from today onwards, what should I do? How can I go ahead? What better I can do? Because thinking in that, which will not work out. This is the fundamental karma theory, what we teach in Bhagavad Gita also. Bhagavad Gita, propounded somewhere near here in Kurukshetra, not so far from this place. So everyone knows it. The most important sloka of Karma Yoga, which is actually in chapter 3, is explained in chapter 2, not in chapter 3. Reason being, chapter 2 is more of Sankhya Yoga, which is logic and rationality. So unless and until, if you cannot build that logic and rationality in you, you cannot think it properly. So it says, Karmani Vathikaraste, Ma Bhareshu Kadachana, Ma Karma Bharehe Dhurmade Sangosta Karma. Meaning, when you do a karma, this is the most misinterpreted slokas by many people. Because this is for slavery, they want to extract work from people and let them do whatever karma they want, don't expect any return. That is not the meaning of this at all. Dhyan se suno bete, because this is originated from this sacred land, this place. So at least you should know about it. So karma is what? The fruits of action can never come in the present. Okay. The fruits of action can never come in the past. The fruits of action can come only in the future. Am I right?
Yes.
The fruits of action can never come in the past. It can never come in the present. It can come only in the future. Then why you are worrying it now? For example, you are entering your examination. Now sessionals are going on. Professor Saini sir told me some sessionals are going on. Now other examinations will come. Just imagine, your toughest mathematics paper is today. Okay. Some of them must have studied well, some of them may not. Engineering Mathematics 3. You are entering the hall, and after looking at the question paper, if you start thinking, just imagine, can I be the topper in my class? Can I be the topper in the university? Or can I make a pass? And if you start thinking like this and try to answer this question paper, sure enough, you are not going to escape. You may fail or you may not score what you want. Whereas at the same time, suppose, aisa socho, you don't need to worry anything about it. Question paper is done. You have studied it. Let it be any subject. Whatever best possible, you have studied it. Read the question paper. Focus on the question. Just write it. Your job is to just write the answer with the full focus and commitment the best possible, so that your focus will never distract. I am telling you, those students who have a possibility to fail will also make a pass. You know why? The fruits of action can never come in the present. The fruits of action can never come in the past. It can come only in the future. So why you are worried about it? So don't worry in the exam hall today, sitting in front of the exam. What will happen? Let it happen anything, who cares? If you fail also, you will write once again. The sky is not going to fall, nothing will happen in your life. Because this examination is set by somebody else. They have nothing to do with you. You are all successful people already. This confidence you need to have. This is what I want to tell you. You have already fought with, I tell this to every kid, whoever I meet in my life. You are already a winner and successful person because you fought with a 2.7 million sperms. And you formed like this without any deformity, with the full intelligence, no handicap. So you have already won the best war in your life. You don't need to face anything bigger than that. What you need to do is you have to live the time what is given to you by the nature or the God or whatever you believe. You may be an atheist or theist or an agnostic, I don't care. Whatever belief you have, the nature or the God or whatever it is given to you, the system, your father or mother or whoever it is, the time what is given to you, you have to spend it the best possible way. So you should not lose your confidence at all. You have to have complete confidence in you. This is the first thing I want to tell you. So, karmani vathikaraste ma bhaleshu vadachana ma karma bhalahe durbhurmate sangosta. Its meaning is this. Tomorrow when someone tells that, you tell them. The meaning of this sloka is this. We don't need to worry. Its meaning is not like that. And if I put all my effort, the best result you will get. I guarantee you. If every worker does this in his job, Shreni, and he tries to follow it. That's someone from that Shreni, he works in office of a private company. Okay. So one day, a new CEO came, the new MD came into the company. And this particular person, this poor guy, he does a puja on every Tuesday and Thursday. Every Tuesday and Thursday. Today is a Tuesday. So today is a puja and Thursday. So in his family tradition, his father and grandfather taught him, when you want to do the puja, don't do a shave. You are not supposed to do a shave. So what he does, after Monday he will not shave. Tuesday he will have that half beard, not even half, I don't know, one time, which looks very ugly. We all do sometimes like that. And Wednesday he is free. Thursday again he comes. So the new MD came. He is the secretary to the new MD. So the MD wanted his secretary to be well looking, good appearing, everything. Monday was very fine. Tuesday he saw an unshaven face. So he called him, right, you shaving here. Next day, Tuesday we need. Then he left it. But next day, Wednesday he came again a full shaven face. Thursday again he came without his unshaven face. एक बात ही बताया, मैंने बोला है ना हमारा ऑफिस में ये नहीं चलेगा, शेविंग करना पड़ेगा. Either you have to grow your beard and groom it well, trim it well and come, or you shave it. I have two options. But this gentleman don't want to keep this beard, he wants to do a shave. That is what he likes to do. So Thursday he came. Again, he told next week this will not work. Friday was alright, Saturday was alright, Sunday was alright, Monday was alright. But Monday evening at home, problems grew. He was panicking, he was thinking something. वो अपने बीवी को भी बात नहीं करता है, इधर उधर देख के खाना भी नहीं खाता है. तो बीवी जाके पूछा क्या हो गया? नहीं कुछ नहीं, इट्स ऑफिस प्रॉब्लम, ठीक है छोड़ो. उस दिन ऐसा गया, नेक्स्ट ट्यूसडे ही बैठ. And MD was waiting for that. Many of these senior officers at office know that they are waiting for an opportunity to catch on the sunrise. सैनी साहब कैसा है हाँ मुझे मालूम है, लेकिन हम लोग ऐसा करता है कभी कभी. So he came exactly, he looked at him, unshaven face, shouted at him. अभी तुम कल ऐसे आए तो मेरा ऑफिस आउट, no job. It's up to you to decide whether you want to shave or take up the job. Without a job, he can't run his family. This is another problem. So Tuesday is gone. Wednesday was quite all right, no issue. But Wednesday afternoon, the real problem started at home. You don't know what to do, no concentration, no focus, nothing. So after some time, उनका बीवी आ गया. His missus asked him, आप बताओ ना, कम से कम 30 साल हो गए आपके साथ, आप बताओ क्या हो रहा है ऑफिस में. नहीं, it's an office problem. पहले को क्या मालूम, मैं क्यों बोलूँ? But she persuaded him. अरे आरे पुत्रा बताओ, हम इतने साल आपके साथ रहे, हाँ, at least show me that freedom to tell what is the issue or problem you have at office. So with a great persuasion, after some time he told, अरे तुम्हें मालूम है ना कि ये कुछ नया एमडी आया है, वो थोड़ा खतरनाक आदमी है, वो बोलता है शेविंग करने का ये है वो है सब. Okay, shaving, yeah, you know that I can't do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. What can I do? You know the illiterate, so-called uneducated homemaker lady sits at home. She asked him back a single question, a very simple question. She asked him, can you please tell me what is Brihaspativar? What is Thursday? Simple question. What is Thursday? He told Thursday is Thursday. No, not that I am telling. Define properly what is Thursday. So he took the almanac, Panchang, and told this is Thursday, morning 3:48 it starts, and evening this much time it ends. And the time between this is Thursday. वो बोला तुम्हारा प्रॉब्लम हो गया, क्या है? आप 3:30 बजे उठ के शेव करो, सो जाओ, सुबह पूजा करो, जाओ. It looks a simple solution. वो बोला 3:30 बजे उठो, शेव करो, सो जाओ और सुबह पूजा करो, जाओ. क्या इश्यू है? Because Thursday is not yet started, so you have no headache. But difference between this lady, the so-called homemaker, poor lady at home, and this guy, he is what, no? He thought that he can define the problem well, but he was not able to define. But this lady, this homemaker, she was able to grapple the exact idea of what it is and define the problem. This is true in each one of your life. Try to learn how to define a problem or a situation. This is what the toughest job is, to define a problem. Then comes the solution. There are n number of solutions which comes to you in your life. But choosing the right solution is the success of every human being in life. I'll tell you, there were 4 people standing just in front of a very tall building and so many stairs, so many floors. So one was a civil engineer, another one was a physicist, another one a mathematician, and another one a chaparasi who does the cleaning there. So a 5th person came there and asked, what is the height of this building? Physicist told, give me 10 minutes, मैं आपको बताएंगे. कैसे? नहीं, मैं ऊपर जाके एक नॉन वेट डालेंगे वहाँ से. I know gravitational force, so I can calculate what is the height. By calculating the time of fall from there to here, I will tell you exactly what is the height. Mathematician told, मुझे भी कर सकता है, तो मुझे मालूम है ये महीने में ये बिल्डिंग का शैडो में मेजर करेंगे, मेजर करके आपको बताएंगे पाइथागोरस थ्योरम अप्लाई करके ये शैडो इतना है तो बिल्डिंग का हाइट कितना है. वो तीसरा आदमी सिविल इंजीनियर बोला, मैं भी बताएंगे, बट आई नीड दैट chart and then the drawings of the building, and I'll tell you exactly looking at the scale what is the height of the building. but all of us need 20 to 30 minutes. The fourth one, who was Chaprasi, he told, "अरे ये सब लोग मिनिमम आधा घंटा ले लेंगे, मैं आपको 5 मिनट में बताएंगे." So the fifth person got surprised how this is possible. Then he asked her, "How you get the answer?" And मुझे मालूम है वो ऑफिस में बैठा है ना, उसको मालूम है, मैं उसको 10 रुपये दे देंगे, वो मुझे बताएंगे, तो मैं आपको बताऊँ. So there are different solutions in life. How you want to approach it, what solution you need to take, it is very important. So you need to be very careful why you take a solution. So these are very important things in life. Same way, for everything in life there is a time in which you have to act. Okay. See, whatever I am trying to tell you is from what I learned from my life, what I learned from my gurus, what I learned from my parents. Because I don't have a written script in that way. I noted some points, it is true, but otherwise I don't have a structured speech like what I used to do. This is because I want to be as original as possible, so that I don't hide anything. Whatever feeling I have on value, which comes from you and which I can share with you. This is the reason why. You know that Vivekananda story, everyone knows it, the Chicago event on September 11th, just a month ago it happened. I mean, 1891 or whatever it is. So, Swamiji was not even knowing when is the date, when he reached there. Khetri Maharaj was someone who sponsored him to go to America on that day, because those days, airplane was very less, not possible to travel, no single flight, you have to make so many stays in between. So usually people travel in ships those days. So it took a ship, it takes I think almost 2.5 months and reached America almost 2 months before the World Parliament of Religions. And he reached there, he don't know what it is, what is the place, all those things. And at last he got the opportunity to go and give a speech. But after seeing his attire, I mean that saffron headgear and the saffron dress and all, they had never seen anyone like that. So they thought that what this guy is going to do this month here. So they asked the Swamiji, what time you like to speak? But the preference was asked by him, what time you like to speak? Swamiji, without looking at them, he told, time you decide. Time you decide. They thought, what is this guy? Anyway, okay. So they put his timing immediately after lunch. Because the 7 course lunch happens in US at that time. After that, the lunch time, listening any speech, how much ever good it is, very difficult after the lunch time because you feel sleepy and you have to do that. Some children are really speaking there. I think either they should. But it is quite disturbing. I have come here to meet you. If you don't want to listen, you can go. You have all the freedom, no issue. So those who want to listen, let them be here. This is what my request I have. Because it is really disturbing us. It should not happen. It's all right, sir. So, Swamiji told time you decide. Time, they thought, what is this happening? This guy is telling time you decide. Dress is like this. Then they asked her, can you give me the biodata? He got sight. They told, biodata, that also I sacrifice. Biodata, that also I sacrifice. So they thought, what kind of a person this guy is. Even though he do not have any biodata, he is not bothered about the timing in which he is speaking, all these he do. So they put him in the afternoon session after the lunch, sumptuous lunch. So after the sumptuous lunch, you know that you will get into sleep. It is quite natural. Even today, this morning, some of them may get into sleep because if मेरा भाषण बोरिंग है तो आ भी जाएगा, कोई ऑप्शन नहीं उसमें. So what I want to tell you that after lunch means it is more difficult. They were getting almost into sleep. But Swamiji went on to the dais and looked the whole audience in one stare. That kind of look, the stare what he did with the whole audience, that was so powerful. He could connect to everyone. And the history says he was even afraid of it. He was shivering. You read the autobiography, you will see that. Swamiji was shivering little bit, trembling, but he just addressed the audience, my dear sisters and brothers of America. It's the famous salutation which nobody has done like that. And after that salutation, 7,000 people stood up on the chair and they clapped for the next 7 minutes. From where that has come? It has come because of the purity, the originality in expressions what Swamiji did. That's the only reason why it happened. And then after the speech, somebody asked, how did you address the audience, my dear sisters and brothers of America? Because until those days, they never had someone call them sister or brother. There is no such salutation of an unknown person. Maximum it could be Mr. So-and-so or an uncle or an aunt, that's all. Father, mother, uncle, aunt, only these expressions, no other expressions. So Swamiji told, I was remembering 4 women in my life before I addressed like this. The first one is Sharada Devi, which he remembered. And the second is Bhuvaneshwari Devi, that is his mother. And the third is Bharatamba, his own mother nation. And the fourth one was Catherine Sanborn. You must be knowing Catherine, because of Catherine Sanborn only he could get the opportunity. So I was remembering these 4 women in my heart and mind, and then I addressed my dear brothers and sisters of America. So if you and me try to speak in the same way, it will become a copycat, because I am just copying them. But Swamiji did it with the complete originality. So I was teaching quality management some 20 years ago for MBAs in Manipal when I was a teacher there. MIT Manipal Institute of Technology. So I developed a definition in that time for quality. Quality is nothing but originality. If originality is there, that is called quality. And that originality, if you can produce consistently, that is what is called quality. So I just used to say this as a definition for quality. Quality is nothing but originality, being original. So this is what we could learn from Swamiji's experience. And now I want to tell you another thing. I was just trying to tell you. But what I thought today is, instead of just making statements, I try to give some small time stories so that it may register in your brain. My purpose is only that. Everything in life, there is a time to address. If you don't address it on time, if you waste your time, the whole purpose will be wasted. Once again, there was a Buddhist monarchy. Few people were standing in a queue to meet the senior monk inside. And one sadhu was standing there, just in front of him. One Western lady, she was also standing. She was in full tension. I mean, rutted skin, completely bloodless face. So seeing her, a sadhu could understand, understood that there is something wrong with this person. What is it? So he asked, the sadhu asked that lady, Madam, what is wrong with you? What is your problem? She told nothing is there. No, your face tells that you have something, there is something really haunting you. What is that? So she told, yes. But what can you do? He told, I have a rucksack with me. All the solutions you have, I have it with me. I can give you. Then she asked her, what is it? So he took one banana from that rucksack and gave that banana to this lady. That banana was overripened. So she couldn't even hold it. That much it is ripened. So she told, I can't even hold it. He told, you're right, throw it away. Don't hold it. So she threw it away. Then he gave another banana. वो थोड़ा कच्चा बनाना था, green. So she looked at it and said, I can't hold it. This is green, this is kacha banana. Yes, you need to wait. Keep it with you. But wait, you need to be patient and wait. Then he took one more banana and he gave it to that lady. It was a perfectly ripened banana. And after saying that, oh, this is fully ripe, eat it now. This is the time to consume it. This is the time to eat it. This is true in our life also. There are many things which you have to discard, which don't keep it with you. There are times where you need to wait for some time, and there are occasions where you need to act at the moment. Otherwise, it will be late. So this story tells you how you should approach all these things. Then the very same disciple later asked, the first one I told, like, Guruji is very powerful, even otherwise. So he asked the Guruji, Guruji, bless me some success. Bless me. Because Guruji is so powerful, no? Bless me some money, success. Guruji told, okay, I can bless you, success, no problem. But I need a Guru Dakshina. Because in Bharat we take some Guru Dakshina to every Guru. It's not today you pay it as a fees. Whatever you learn here, you have to pay a fixed amount as a fee. That is nothing but the Guru Dakshina what you are giving. So he thought that the Guru will ask some money or gold or something else. But he didn't ask it. He told, I want you to do only a simple thing. Go and conquer your shadow and give it to me. The morning when you get there, in the sun you can see your shadow. Go and catch hold of your shadow, conquer it and give it to me. So this boy thought that it is very easy to do with my own shadow, no? Your own shadow, not anybody else. It is owned by you, but you are not able to control it. Around 1 o'clock he thought, now I can control it because sun was exactly above. So the shadow was just down. But he failed to catch hold of it, and the shadow started elongating after the afternoon. Then he realized it is impossible to catch hold of it. He ran back, came to the Guru and told, Guruji, you asked me gold, diamond, money I can give, but don't ask me this. So he told an answer back. Bete, the issue is what now? Instead of going behind the shadow, you should have looked at the sun. Instead of going behind the shadow, you should have looked at the sun and marched towards the sun. Because sun is emblematic, sun is paradigmatic, with selflessness and a purpose. Sun is growing, so kitne saal se? Is there any expectation? Nothing. And then you march towards the sun, your shadow will follow you. Aapke life mein bhi aisa hi. Try to define a goal in that level. The purpose of defining a goal is not to achieve the goal. Don't think. Achieving the goal is not the aim in life at all. Our aim is to have a great goal which will help you to strive towards the goal till you die. So that you will grow day by day, week after week and month after month, and you will do it till you die. Otherwise, just imagine, if you aim for some 5 crore पैसा मिला तो मैं सारा स्टॉप करके बैठे भी घर पे. By luck or group you got a lottery and you got 5 crore rupees. What you will do next day onwards? Sit at home and prepare for your death. What else you can do? Your work is over. So never ever make such goals in your life. Once I asked one of my students in Montreal when I was there, Bete, when did you call yourself successful? I just casually asked him on the evening while walking. वो बच्चा मुझे बोला, सर मुझे एक मर्सिडीज बेंज खरीदा तो उस दिन. Never ever do such goals. Buying a Mercedes Benz has nothing to do with your success in your life. Don't demean your goal. Don't reduce your goal. Your goal should be something like sun and go towards. So the goal setting in Bharat is unlike other management schools. Set a goal and achieve. No. Striving towards the goal will help you to grow every day, one by one. So you must grow in that way. You must aim in this way. This is what I want to do. And also, when you want to do something, end of the day, you should look into the soul of that. Soul is nothing but the Atma, what we call. Once Swami Ramatirtha, he is senior to Swami Vivekananda, he Gujaratwala, mathematics professor. Those who have read the history must be knowing it. Once he was narrating the story in one of his writings, I remember. 4 people were standing near a beautiful painting. One person told, I think paper is the most important thing in this life. Because without paper, how can you do the painting? So the other guy told, no, it is the hand. Without hand, how can you paint it? So the third person told, no, it is the brush. But the fourth person told, no, it is a paint. Without paint, how can you? So a fifth person came there and he told, no, none of these are not right. It is actually the soul in it, that picture, the soul inside the picture is something which is helping you to enjoy it and embrace it and understand. So they asked back, what is Atma, what is soul? So a soul is something like a deeper, broader, wider, nobler organizing principle in life. If you can bring that in whatever you do, you can bring that soul in anything you do. This is another value principle what we follow in our Bharat. So if you can bring that into all your actions, wherever you are, whatever you are, I tell you, people will start appreciating it. That's the only way you can do it. So if I want to tell like this, it may continue with many stories and there is no point in doing like this. But what I want to tell each one of you is, never ever think that you are inferior to anyone. The first point, what I want to tell each one of you. Each one of you have a different complexion. Each one of you have a different height. Each one of you have a different intelligence. No problem. There is only one person like you. Whatever faces I am seeing in front of me, all the boys and girls, all are equally beautiful, equally intelligent and equally good. You know why? Because there is only one person like you. After you were born in this world, the Creator has broken that mold because He don't want anyone more than that. He needs only one Professor Saini. That is why He is here. He don't need to become Amitabh Bachchan at all. We don't need. Because the purpose of Mr. Saini, the purpose of Mr. Anayath, all these are well defined and that is what we are here. After that, the mold is broke. So why we should change ourselves? You are very unique. The uniqueness in you, identifying that uniqueness in each one of you is the success in your life. Don't be inferior. This is what I want to tell you. I do this with some kids sometimes. Maybe just to take you out of it. Before concluding, I want to tell you. Maybe my half of this side and half of this side. Just saying that from this side. You people know only 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers. 5 numbers. Digits in maths. You don't know anything more than this. Okay. But my right side, here, they know from 0 to infinity. And you know each other. So what first thing come into your mind? You are very knowledgeable. Very big people. We came here. People have gone to IIT. People have gone to MIT. Very good people, very intelligent people. We are not it. Never ever think it that way. Why I tell you? Suppose I am telling them to count this side, my right side. आप कैसे काउंट करेंगे सर 0 से infinity तक, है ना? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to infinity you can count. You know everything. मैं आपसे पूछा तो आप क्या करेंगे? बेटे कैसे काउंट करेंगे? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 के बाद क्या करेंगे? Use your intelligence. आपको 1 and 0 10 बना हुआ ना? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. After 14, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. After that 30. कहाँ तक जाएंगे आप? Infinity. आप ही जाएंगे infinity तक. So don't think that the amount of information I have is less. Somebody has more. All this has no meaning. How efficient and intelligent you are in utilizing the knowledge and information you have. This is what makes you different. So please be very confident. Let somebody from IIT, somebody from other institute, Harvard, हमारे लिए क्या है? Go to hell. No issue. I am from PIET. You should feel proud to say that I am from PIET. And this is what I can do. And you are quite unique. You are a unique individual. Unlike you, nobody is in this world. So that uniqueness, confidence you need to have in you. If you don't have that confidence, if you have that inferiority complex, everywhere you will face problems. Never ever do it. Once there was a small Raj Mithila, you must be heard of it, Mithila in history. There was a young prince called Sanjaya. So this Sanjaya was bound to take up his country responsibility at the age of young age, 12 or 13. And he had to fight every day. And every day in war he faced. He got defeated. And he comes back to his mother. When he comes back, he will cry to his mother, Madaji, aaj bhi main fail ho gaya. Don't worry about it. What she told, no, she told one single line back. She just entered, Muhurtam Juritam Shreyo, Na Tu Dhumayitam Chidam. It is better to flame it for a second than smoke it away for ages. So with that note, let me wish you and bless you and thank you for patiently listening to me, and I wish you all the best.